have the complete faith that I'm going to finish him in the first round. I just want to make it look beautiful.
Welcome back to Strikler, guys, and today we've got a big update for you. Ilia Topuria is going to completely dismantle Justin Gaethje at UFC Freedom 250, and the level of detail pros are going into to explain why it's genuinely worth breaking down.
Justin, do you feel like he is overconfident the way he's talking about this fight?
I mean, this is how he approaches many fights. He's been successful every time along the road. Similar to like McGregor, how McGregor approached it, that you're going to make yourself this unbeatable, infallible person. And then when you lose, where do you go from there? I can't wait to teach him that lesson. I've been there before, and I love pressure.
Islam Makhachev opened up the conversation. He was clear that Gaethje has his respect, the interim title was earned. No arguments there, but when it comes to this specific fight, Makhachev believes Topuria walks in with every technical tool needed to dominate.
We've got the White House card coming up soon. Ilia Topuria takes on Justin Gaethje. How do you see that fight?
It's good. Topuria is a new generation, but Gaethje, I still believe Gaethje can do some things, but he's a little bit old right now, He's a good fighter, legend. He showed us very, very good many fights, but now I think it's the Topuria time for lightweight.
Dricus du Plessis came in just as confident, calling Topuria the biggest star in the sport today and making the argument that the level of calculation Ilia brings to a fight is something Gaethje simply doesn't have an answer for.
Gaethje, whether he has something to lose or not, he goes out there and that's the only thing he knows. That's the only way of fight, to be honest with you. I think, he's one of those guys, he can land at any time. And I mean, look what he just did to Paddy. People thought of Gaethje as almost being at the end, but I mean, he didn't look it. He looked like somebody who still wants it, but I mean, you have Ilia Topuria, who is, especially those two styles, you have this chaotic style with the perfect clinical style of Ilia, and I think it's going to be an amazing fight. I think for Gaethje, a big key there's going to be the low kicks and try to stay away from the power from Ilia.
Alexander Volkanovski, who has literally felt those punches firsthand, gave the most thorough breakdown of the whole bunch. He described Topuria's fundamentals as genuinely elite, combining textbook boxing mechanics with power that stays dangerous well into the later rounds, not just early on.
I think it's going to be a KO for Ilia. As soon as he tries to open up and let his hands go off, Ilia's going to be too sharp and just catch him. I think he's safe enough and defensive enough to not fall into any of Justin Gaethje's traps. And then as soon as Gaethje opens up, game over. And he could get the KO victory early rounds. If Justin Gaethje is quite defensive, you might see it go into the second round. But as soon as Gaethje opens up, you're going to see a finish. That's what I truly do believe.
Dustin Poirier has actually fought Gaethje, which gives his take a different kind of weight. He still pointed firmly toward Topuria, describing his boxing as the crispest technical work the lightweight division has ever seen, economical, precise, and never wasted.
You fought Justin Gaethje. Why is he not getting the respect he deserves going into this fight?
I think it's because, even the average skilled eye when it comes to fighting, they know that Justin's a little bit sloppy at times, off balance. He puts himself in harm's way. He gets out of position a lot. And when you're doing that against a sharp puncher, a sharp counter striker like Ilia, it just seems like a bad matchup. You're going to run into big shots, and I think the average fan sees that. But Justin's kind of embracing that, everything's against me. I'm going to shock the world. I like that mindset for him.
Max Holloway has shared the cage with both of these men at the highest levels, so his opinion isn't coming from a commentary desk, it's coming from experience. He leaned toward Topuria retaining the undisputed title on the South Lawn, and the core of his argument was composure.
When you fought Ilia, what was something that he did that made it kind of difficult? The best way to explain Ilia is he takes positions, but he don't take advantage of positions right away. So he kind of lets you believe, he gets to a position and he kind of lets you believe, oh, look, I get here, I do nothing. I get here, I do nothing. And then, like you said, that third, fourth, fifth time he gets there, it's I get here and now it's my time. Boom, boom, boom. And then he does his stuff. So he moves himself in great positions, but he don't capitalize. He doesn't capitalize on purpose. If that makes sense. Being oh yeah, look, I'm not gonna hit you here. I'm not gonna hit you here. And it's surprise, so that's what I feel. So I think he's super smart, bro. He's super, very good IQ, great striking, bro. Good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu.
Daniel Cormier went deep into the mechanics of what makes Topuria so difficult to prepare for. The power originates from the hips. The footwork maximizes every punch, and the head movement ensures he is never in a compromised position when it is time to counter.
Why are people overlooking Justin Gaethje?
Justin Gaethje's up against it. It's a very difficult fight. Charles Oliveira beat Justin. They saw what Ilia did to Charles Oliveira. They saw what Ilia did to Max to make them believe that Justin has no chance. Justin said, I'm shooting missiles at him on the White House. I think Justin's ready to do that. Either you're going to lead on the 250th anniversary of our country with an American guy as the undisputed champion of the world, or you're going to lead with a Spanish kid celebrating being a world champion at the White House. That's crazy.
Tom Aspinall skipped the nuance entirely. His read was that Topuria wins, and the reasons are simple, devastating power, elite level, and a fighter currently performing at the absolute peak of everything he is capable of. That is really all he needed to say, and honestly, sometimes the shortest take is the most honest one.
Good card. They've got Gaethje and Topuria, main event. I think it's a straightforward fight for Topuria, though, in my opinion. He's so powerful. Wrestling's incredible.
Who give him? We have to check that, man.
I think he's just on really good form right now. I think that Gaethje's good, but he's a little bit past his best, to be honest. That's what I think, because he's been in a lot of big fights. So I was surprised he beat Paddy. I think that Topuria's just, he's on another level.
Sean O'Malley labeled Topuria the best pure boxing technician in the entire promotion right now, talking about his combinations being textbook and completely free of wasted motion. The thing he zeroed in on was Gaethje's defense relying on his face and forearms to absorb shots is a poor strategy.
Gaethje's best chance of winning the fight is fucking knocking him out in the first round. The later the fight goes on, I feel like the higher chances Ilia is going to win. I mean, Ilia could win the first round as well, but I think the longer the fight goes, the higher the possibility of Gaethje landing that shot is going to be less. So who knows? Maybe Gaethje's fucking trying to get him fired up, trying to get a Conor Aldo moment where Aldo rushed in. Maybe Ilia comes in instead of, because Ilia's very, very patient. Hands up, circles, doesn't make any crazy movements. Very, very patient. I don't know if Gaethje's strategically trying to say shit to make him fight different. Who knows?
Kamaru Usman came at it from a more analytical angle and raised something genuinely interesting that most people had not thought about Topuria's muscle density. For a lightweight, he is built unusually dense, and that translates directly into strikes that hit harder than the weight class typically produces.
Would Justin Gaethje defeated Ilia Topuria be bigger than upset of Sean Strikler defeated Israel Adesanya? Yes, actually.
No. What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Explain yourself.
Yeah, because Gaethje's a big underdog, bro. And he's fighting a 2-division champion. Ilia right now is number 2 pound for pound. Justin Gaethje is really able to take out a 2-division champ that's undefeated that could potentially even fight for the 3rd. Like, yeah.
Justin Gaethje has been in 15 UFC fights. All 15 fights were bonuses. 2-time interim lightweight champion. Has fought everyone.
Yeah, Justin would be bigger than Israel Adesanya.
It's a big one. It's a big one.
I think everybody agrees with me on that one. So I'm gonna have to put my
they do?
I'm gonna have to put my foot down on that one.
Brendan Schaub was essentially the only prominent voice willing to give Gaethje a realistic path to winning. His argument was that if this fight descends into a wild, chaotic, unpredictable brawl, knockout power becomes the great equalizer. And Gaethje's hands are absolutely heavy enough to make something happen in a coin flip moment.
Justin, he has to pray to God. Ilia's like, let's make it entertaining. Points to the ground, which he does. So then it's like, all right, because Justin does have knockout power, kind of. Then he has a, coin flip there. Because Ilia does get hit a little bit. If Ilia goes, no, I'm mixed martial arts today. I'm going to take your ass down, wear you out, and then knock you out. It's going to be a tough day in the office.
Do you think Justin stands a chance against Topuria? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more MMA content like this.